Decode Dakota Johnson's true feelings for Jamie Dornan right now. A long-form, documentary-style emotional deep dive, fictionalized analysis of public perception. There's a particular kind of afterglow that doesn't look like romance, doesn't sound like confession, and rarely offers the satisfaction of certainty. It lives in pauses. In the half-second before someone answers a question they've been asked 1,000 times. In the way an expression shifts, just slightly, when a familiar name appears in conversation. In the reflex of a smile that arrives too quickly, then retreats as if it remembers it's being watched. For years, Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan have existed inside a cultural echo chamber built from one era, one franchise, one story that burned hot enough to leave a permanent mark on the public imagination. 50 Shades wasn't just a series of films. It was a global event, relentless promotion, loaded questions, endless shipping, and a kind of scrutiny that doesn't stop when the final premiere ends. And now, years later, people still ask the same question. What do they feel about each other, now? Not in 2015. Not in the middle of a press tour, where everyone is trained to smile and parry. Not when the brand demanded chemistry. Right now. Because it's the right now that fascinates the internet most, the idea that what was once performed for a camera might have left something real behind. Or, equally compelling, that what looked real might have always been just a job, and nothing more. So this is a decoding, not of truth, because none of us can know that, but of the story we all keep trying to read between them. The lingering emotional currents, the subtle cues, the public appearances, the unspoken language of people who shared something enormous and then walked away from it. And perhaps, in that careful examination, we learn less about them, and more about what we want their story to mean. 1. The after no one prepares you for. The hardest part of a phenomenon isn't the peak. It's the aftermath. During a franchise, everything is structured. Where you stand, what you say, how you answer. You share hotel lobbies, photo calls, interview chairs. You're paired, repeated, package. Then suddenly, it ends. And the world expects you to keep existing as a symbol long after the contract is over. For Dakota and Jamie, the end of the 50 Shades era didn't come with a clear emotional conclusion for the audience. It came with an abrupt silence, a gradual drift into separate careers. And yet, the public narrative refused to let them separate completely. Because chemistry, whether real, manufactured, or something in between, creates an expectation. And expectations create curiosity. And curiosity creates conspiracy. So now, every time Dakota's name is asked beside Jamie's, every time Jamie is asked about Dakota, it becomes a new chapter in a book no one has permission to write. The question becomes, do they still care?